Adam Krause, what have you seen from him over half a season now as he's settled onto the coaching staff?
Well, first of all, he's an extremely hard worker, and what you saw from him as a player over 4 years and his captain qualities, he's brought right over onto our team, and it's really been a great transition in my opinion. And the one thing he brings for our staff is he knows how to deal with a certain type of the younger players. For Sandy and I are older dudes, and it's refreshing. We ask him for advice on some of that stuff, and he asks us for advice on a lot of stuff. So it's been a great transition.
Him coming straight from his playing days onto the coaching staff, from a standpoint of the way he played the game at the pro level, has that helped you guys at all in how you want to coach at this level?
You know what, I'm not sure about that. What I think is that the trials and tribulations of pro hockey that he went through in his situation with the team he signed with, he understands how hard it is to make it. Sometimes you could be playing better than someone who was drafted and you don't get a shot, and you think you're playing well. Next thing you know, your parent club sends down 5 guys. No matter how well you're doing, you're in the stands. And I think that little bit of, do you guys understand how hard it is once you leave here to make it? I think that's been an eye-opener for some of the kids.
How do you assess what you saw last weekend in Arizona, those 2 games from your team?
Well, I think that, first of all, I was extremely proud of how hard we worked. It's kind of a little similar to Western Michigan after watching tape. I thought our guys obviously didn't come on the right end of the scoreboard, but they worked extremely hard. I liked our O-zone play. We need to get more pucks to the net, obviously. I liked our zone time. I didn't like a couple things in the neutral zone that we're going to work on tomorrow, but overall, I thought we competed hard and we had a chance to win 2 hockey games.
Western blocked, I think it was 60 shots over 2 games. I know that's part of their mantra.
Right.
And Minnesota State blocked a bunch in the Friday game. Clarkson blocked a good number on Saturday down there. Is that something that you want to work on with your team? Is maybe doing a better job finding shooting lanes?
Well, finding shooting lanes is a lot harder than you think when there's that many big people moving around the zone. My thing is for offense, when teams are doing that, you have to find someone away from the puck. We spend all year teaching kids how to play away from the puck when they don't have it. In most zones, in the offensive zone, it's a lot harder because now you're telling them to go to the net. Well, there's 4 people not only screening the goalie but willing to block a shot. You got to find a way to push away from the net, then find the weak side and be open. And we're continually working on that. I still think that their goalie made it to several huge saves to change the game, especially early. I know Shep came up big in the latter end of the second period. It was one shift. They had 2 grade A scoring chances. But after going back over video, I think we outchanced him 3-1. As far as grade A scoring chances, and our guys just have to, it's been like this for 3 or 4 years, you guys know that we have to find a way to bear down on those grade A scoring chances because they don't come by very often.
You talked before Friday's game about Nick Swaney, and you said you wanted to see him shoot the puck more or shoot it quicker. Did you see a step in that direction last weekend?
A little bit. I think it's a lot of Nick's problems with shooting the puck are just body position. It's not like he doesn't work hard to get open. He is open. It's his body position to be ready to shoot as the puck comes to you versus have to stick handle it once. That half a second that it takes to do that in our league gives the goalie a chance to regain his angle and get someone a chance to block a shot or get a stick on the puck.
U.S. team here this weekend. Oof. How do you handle this exhibition game in terms of preparing your guys? Because this is a really good team.
It's an extremely good team. We talked to the boys yesterday about it, and we talked to them again today that, they're 6-7 against some pretty good college hockey programs, and they're just averaging just under 4 goals a game. Their penalty kills 86%, and they have nothing to lose, and they think offense at all times. And I'm watching video with the boys this morning. They don't even have to control the puck at sometimes, and they got 4 people with their skates pointed in the opposite direction thinking offense. So it'll be a good test for us. I'm trying to talk to the boys about preparing in the same way we prepare for anybody else. We're also as a staff discussing about lineup and are we going to play everybody and that kind of thing, because I think it's important to try and get everybody in and not worry about the outcome of the game as much as getting everybody in and trying to play the right way.
Your reaction to the World Juniors?
Love it. I love the way our guys are playing right now. I thought last night, and I was actually texting with Dave Starman during the game a little bit, and I love the way our guys played yesterday. I see Mikey and Dylan. Mikey's back, but and Dylan seems back. The way he's been playing for us at the end of last year, he played like that yesterday. He was composed, just moved pucks 5 feet and defended. And when he had his chances to score or get up into play, he did, but he did it with timing. I thought Casey was outstanding. I told my wife after the second period, if he just has a good third period, he's going to win player of the game, and he deserved it.
looking ahead, and obviously it's a question that we can answer maybe in March, but we saw this last year. You had guys in the World Juniors that played well and came back with a ton of confidence. Do you see that possibility coming here, the way Noah Cates played last night, the way that Mikey Anderson's played the whole tournament, the way Dylan played last night?
I think those kids they relish confidence. Those kids are confident kids, and sometimes that's what the frustrating part is when they have a very short memory. If they screw up at something, they forget about it, and sometimes they're trying the wrong thing and they keep trying it. So that's the stuff that's on the coaching side, but I think that their confidence level is through the roof. They should play with confidence. I know they're young, but they're still veteran. They're touted hockey players, and we rely on them. And no matter if they make a mistake or not, they're going on the ice next shift. So the short memory is good, and playing with confidence, I expect it.
Is there a point of emphasis when preparing for a team such highly skilled as the USA team this weekend?
Point of emphasis, I just don't want our boys to be shocked on how fast they are. And part of their speed isn't just physical skating, and part of their speed is transition and cheating on offense. Cheating's a bad word to use, I guess, but just anticipating offense would be better, where they just want to go. Again, they have nothing to lose. There's nothing in the standings for them. They got everything to win. And I just don't want our guys gripping the stick and understanding just how quick they are in transition.
Are they missing some pretty good guys for the junior team?
Yeah, they're missing guys. We're missing guys.
How many are they missing?
Besides Hughes, who else? That I couldn't tell you.
Yeah.
In weeks like this, I get more worried, and even last weekend, you're more worried about how your team plays and preparing your team for how you need to play and for the long haul. And I think that we're slowly doing that.
Did you watch all the games yesterday?
No. I had an event I had to be at in Warroad, and I drove back and caught the second, third period.
I turned it on and saw the end of the Swiss goaltender shuts out.
Well, that's the story. You see that in the NCAA. It's the best of one. Anything can happen in hockey. Overtime, the best team normally wins, but when it's a best of one shot, it's who played.
Sweden played against the U.S. I thought, how could you shut that team up?
Yeah, that's when you're dealing with that age.
They went around against Canada. That was unbelievable. They made flags at half staff in Canada now.
No, why would they be?
Well, I'm just saying.
It's a big event down there, and it's their second Stanley Cup, I guess it is. It's a
shock.
It is a big deal, but again, best of one, goaltending, special teams, and execution. You look at Canada, something simple like breaking a stick with a wide open net, goes down the other way, shot through a screen. That's hockey. And that's this age group too, if you're dealing with kids at the end of the day.
Last Friday, it was a milestone win for the program, and Scott, any good-natured kidding that you're the one on the bench when that happens. And in all seriousness, you've been part of so many wins. What does that mean to be, to be here for that milestone?
Well, obviously, it's awesome to be a part of that with your boss, and to be on the bench for it. I never even knew about it before the game. I heard about it after. We prepared like any other way, and he hired us for a reason. That's all, And if he didn't trust us, he wouldn't hire us. So, hats off to Coach Sandlin. There's been a lot of work that he's done before that game last Friday night, and I'm glad to be able to be part of it.